How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So we are on our way to the shops with a bunch of eggs and wool pallets. And luckily today, the Edge Vault is buying all of this. So they've got the best prices out of everyone in the area for both eggs and wool. So that is quite convenient. And I think the Edge Vault is the one right down there. Actually, maybe I should just double check that before I sell at the wrong place. Yeah, I was actually wrong. Right, so Edge Grain Vault is up there, and I just want to make sure now that it is that. Yes, Edge Grain Vault. So the price is quite low, especially for wool, it seems. But we've got them, so we're going to sell them because we don't really have anywhere else to put them. So, yeah, I would like a bit of a higher price than that. And the price is going up, but it'll probably be a day or two before it stabilizes. And I think we are also going to be selling some crops today. We've got a bit of crop that can be sold that we just really haven't got around to do. We haven't got around to selling it. So I think we're going to be doing that today. And finally today we are also going to get back on the field. So let's unstrap that. Hopefully this all sells. Oh, it looks like today's our lucky day. Most of it did sell. There we go. Not all of it, but most of it. Oh, that was a good $80,000 already. There we go. That's sold. Can we get the last two to sell? There we go. Something's happening. Seems to be very picky. Maybe if I lower the trailer down, will that... Oops. Not that. Will that do anything? No, it doesn't seem like it. Right, okay, let's just do that manually. That's fine. It was better than usual. Usually we struggle with that a little bit. There we go. Right, we can strap that down again. Beautiful. Right, we make made a very good chunk of money there. Total 98,000. So that would include 10,000 of property. So we basically made $88,000 between the wool and the eggs there, which is brilliant. I mean, that is really nice. We're back up to $250,000 right now, which is fantastic. So definitely heading in the right direction because we are going to be buying a bunch of corn equipment very soon. So that is quite expensive, especially the planter, I seem to remember, is quite expensive. It is a John Deere planter that we're going to buy, that I've got my eye on, unless there's something that really jumps out. We're going to be buying the John Deere one. That is the plan. Right, so that was quite easy and nice and close by, even though I very nearly sold everything at the wrong place and would have probably got a horrendous price. But yeah, crisis averted. So let's put these ones back where they belong. Beautiful. Turn that off. So these ones we'll just take them with to the shops when all of them are full. They're just sort of the little backup ones. So when we have the pallets out so that the eggs have somewhere to go. There we go. I'll put all of them over there. And there's not too much in there in terms of eggs and monetary value. There we go. Right, let's put these ones back. Luckily they're nice and light, so we can lift them by hand and we don't need the skid steer for it. I do like that little John Deere skid steer of ours. There we go. Right, so we also need to do some more potato cleaning. I don't know if we'll get around to more potato cleaning in this episode. We'll try. If we have time, we definitely will do. Because that is something that we need to do continuously to get through all of them. Because we do have a lot of potatoes that needs to be washed and sorted. So the more we can do at a time, the quicker we'll get to the end of it. And I don't want to be harvesting already and still have potatoes from the previous season that hasn't been sold yet. Because then it's just going to become a real pain to deal with and to catch up. So yeah, I mean, we haven't even started planting yet or anything, so we're not quite there yet. I'm just saying it's something that I would like to avoid if possible. Right, so let's go put the trailer away. this pickup is, again, we've spoken about this a few times now, is definitely going to be something that... Ooh, I forgot the gate open. Hi, sheep. Yes, it is going to be replaced eventually with something with a bit of a higher carrying capacity. I mean, this is okay for what we just did with eggs and wool and that sort of thing. It does okay. No major problems. But as soon as you put some heavier stuff on it, it does struggle a little bit if you don't balance it out correctly. So, yes, it especially struggles with things like the firewood. Firewood is quite a difficult one for this. So, eventually we will replace it when we have some extra money. I don't want to be spending anything unnecessarily or on anything unnecessarily until we've got all of the corn equipment. When we've got that, then we can look into maybe replacing the Valtra tractor that we've spoken a bit about, and possibly replacing the pickup truck. Oh, feels like English isn't going well today. Yeah. And I don't even have an excuse. It's not like it's early in the morning. So, yep, just one of those days where talking seems to be difficult. Okay, so, over here, well, while we are here, we might as well fill that trailer up. Just so when we are ready, we can dump it over here. I did move the auger, so it used to be here. And I do think this thing here was just picking up something off the trailer. So, don't really know what the deal was with that. But just in case, I just moved it over here and I made it nice and short. So we can just sort of dump all the potatoes over here. This is grated, so potatoes shouldn't really fall through there. I think that is small enough so the potatoes don't go through there unless they're like baby potatoes. But yeah, we can just dump over here and it should be absolutely fine. If I knew we were going to run the setup like this, I would probably have moved this over that way a little bit, but I don't want to encroach on this area too much either. And I think I did buy another auger off camera, off screen. Yes, I think I did. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I recorded the previous episode, but we do now have a dedicated auger over here. I think that was bought off screen. So yeah, I did spend a bit of money, so we have one here dedicated for the silage, because both of those are like way over there, and it's just a pain to move them over here every time because they're so slow. And yeah, just so you guys are aware of that, I did buy one. Right, we can turn that off. That actually filled it. Is that all the way full? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Okay, we'll do that a little bit later on. Actually, no. We can do that right now. Before we get into other things, I think we do have a lot of water in here and everything's good. Yep, so this thing can wash some potatoes while we're busy with other things around the farm, like selling grain. I think the grain we will sell in a time lapse, and we really need to get out on the fields today and start doing some field prepping and all of that good stuff. Right, I think probably just drop this somewhere like here. That should be fine. I'll just sit and see if I need to move the trailer at all. Because sometimes it can be a little bit fussy and it wants you to move forward a little bit just to give it a bit more room. That seems to be just fine. Trailer lifting itself up a little bit there. Alright, there we go. So we can probably put this back here. We'll grab another load at some stage before we empty out the washer and move that onto the sorting plant. That'll live there for a little while. And there we go. That should do its job. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we want to grab the Valtra and we want to go grab the... Oh, we can't. We've got the triple trailers over there for the potatoes. Okay, what we can do is I want to see if we can store these potatoes anyway. So yeah, I hope this works. I think I might need to move the Ford to get into that area. Alright, yep. Ford, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. And I think I dumped those potatoes a little bit far away. That doesn't be doesn't seem to be able to pick that up. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So, now, we need to try and get this pretty close. We will use this bay, I think. And we should just be able to dump like that. Maybe I should have used the bay next to the potatoes. It's okay though. This should work fine. As long as I can turn this thing and get the last trailer in there, it'll be okay. Might need to ride up the wall a little bit here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep, that's gonna work. So, not ideal. Why is that all white? Let's have a quick look. I think that should be okay though. 26,709. So I hope that is storing our potatoes. It doesn't actually tell us anything. Let's hope. Will it show? Yeah. Premium potatoes. It doesn't actually show anything. So that doesn't count as a silo. Does it show our normal potatoes? No. Okay, it doesn't show that either. So I think that's fine. I think that'll be absolutely fine. And while we have the trailers on the John Deere, we might as well use the John Deere to go and sell our crops. Even though it is a bit slower than the Valtra. It's fine. No problem at all. I'm not going to go through disconnecting and all of that good stuff just for the sake of selling our crop. And I think the first one that we are going to sell is probably going to be barley, because we do have a load of that. But we are going to jump into a time lapse. We're going to go get this sold. And I think we also have, what was it? Soybeans? Yep, we've got 1,300 bushels of soybeans that will get sold. So the barley is going to be sold at 38, which is stabilized. And this is going to be sold at 94, the soybeans. So nearly 95, and the price going up slightly. And this is going to be at the vehicle shop. And that is going to be at Edge Grain Vault, where we sold the eggs and the wool this morning. Right, okay, so we are going to jump into the time lapse. I'm going to get this all filled up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so that is crop sold. So the first load was the barley, and we got just over $50,000 if I'm not mistaken. The second load was the soybeans, and oh my goodness, that was a good payday. That was $124,000. So yeah, definitely doing pretty well financially right now, which is amazing. And if we go in here, we need to do some plowing. So the potato field needs plowing, so that is going to be the next job for the day. But before we do that, we need to empty this out because this is full of washed potatoes. So we are going to grab the trailer here. Oh, and I did move the potatoes, the washed potatoes, into there. Not in there anymore. So I moved them over there, so that's good to go. Right, let's grab this. And we'll pull this up real quick. And we'll just basically dump it on the ground. and let the sorters do their thing. So we can go in here and start engine, turn on belt. Same for this one. And then the same for this one. Beautiful. So the sorters should turn on by themselves. They are set to auto turn on. I don't know if we've got any pig food in there yet. I think the pig food we will just store because it is quite an expensive product to buy. And pigs are notoriously difficult to take care of. I think just there should be fine. And yeah, we don't have any pigs right now, but I'm sure we will do at some stage. So we shall keep that pig food and just stockpile it. So when we do get pigs, then we'll have a load of food ready to go. Right, that is about half the trailer. And the other half we'll put over here. Something like that should be fine. There we go. So yeah, I'm quite excited to do a bit of plowing again. It won't take very long at all because we are going to be using the big plow and the big John Deere tractor. I do love that tractor. It's an amazing, amazing piece of equipment. I am thinking about upgrading it to its big brother. Why is this one not working? There we go. Just needs a bit of encouragement. This one is working fine. This one is working fine. And then this one is working fine. Right, so it seems like you just need to sort of jump into them to get them to work properly sometimes. And is this filling everything up that it should? Yep, I think they're probably full. This one seems to be done. Is this full? Yes. Okay, that is full. And then I'm guessing this one is full as well. Yes. Okay, so we can leave that at that for now. We will grab some more potatoes a little bit later on. And again, this is just going to be sort of an ongoing process of cleaning potatoes and sorting potatoes. But let's go grab the big John Deere. I want to see if this thing has got diesel in it. And, well, I think we did put a bit of diesel in it last time, but we didn't want to fill it up because there's a strong possibility that it will get replaced. Not too far in the future. So it'll cost less than $100,000, I think, to fix this up or to replace it with the bigger one. I mean, they are almost identical in size, but there's a bigger version of this one that has 500 horsepower, where this is, I think, 370, if I'm not mistaken. So I would like to get the 500 horsepower one, especially with the plow and the seeder. This is just slightly underpowered. For the seeder, I think this is about 30 horsepower underpowered. Alright. This is always a bit of a squeeze to get through this area, but we did widen it ever so slightly, so it's not too difficult, but definitely requires a bit of careful maneuvering. There we go, not to drive over all of the rocks. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this up to the potato field. We are going to get that plowed real quick, and then we have the field, the grass field, that needs to be plowed as well, because that needs to be drilled with some proper grass and then fertilized so that we can get a bit of a bigger yield out of that. And I would like to get another grass field, but I don't really know where a good location for that is. And I'm actually looking at this piece over here and seeing if we take out, I don't know, 3 trees, we can actually have a massive silage area up here. I mean, it'll be very narrow, but it'll be very, very long. We could get a lot of grass out of that area, and it would make it less useless, really. So I don't know, there's a lot of space around this farm, but I don't want to sort of wander off too far from the farmyard itself, because then, well, it just takes a long time to move equipment around and that sort of thing. So I'll have a quick look around and we'll see, but it's not a big deal. We're not going to be doing anything with it now. We are going to get all of the fields turned around and drilled and seeded and all of that good stuff. This is the only one that requires plowing, only because we put potatoes in here. The rest are good to go because we plowed them before the previous seeding. And yeah, nothing requires lime or anything, so they're fine. We can just head in there with a drill. I do think the drill that we've got is a no-till, so we can just head straight in there and get the job done. We also need to buy a corn planter. We'll have to see if the corn planter is a no-till, otherwise we'll have to do a bit of cultivation. We don't have a cultivator, so we'll need to buy one if that is required. But we'll see. So we are going to jump into a time lapse. I need to set the GPS up for this thing. I think we do have the big plow. There we go. So if we do that, we should be able to see that. There we go. So yeah, we are going to knock this field out real quick. It only takes about 4 passes to do this field. And after that, we are going to grab the Valtra, I think. Yeah, we'll probably use the Valtra with the smaller plow. And we'll go create the basic shape of the field up there. And we'll get it plowed out with this big one as well, just because it's quick. And yeah, after that, we'll see what's up next. Probably a bit more potato washing and sorting and cleaning and all of that good stuff. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is a big, beautiful field created, and it does look quite nice when it's all plowed up. So that is going to be our new grassland, and we'll get that all fertilized and seeded very, very soon. We're going to take this back to the farmyard, get it all cleaned up, put away, and then we're going to head over to the potatoes real quick and see how things are developing on that side, and if there's any work required at the moment. So it's already almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so close to knock-off time. But yeah, pretty successful day, I would think. We did quite a bit around the farmyard, and we got the potato field plowed, and we got a brand new field created. So I do have an idea. Oops, that was definitely the wrong button. I do have an idea of where I want the new field to go. Well, the new arable, no, not arable, the new grass field. So I am thinking about adding a second one after we've done the one that we've done now. And I think I know where I want to put it, but if we put it where I want to put it, we might need to move a road. I haven't actually properly checked that area. It's just an idea. So I'll get that checked out. If we have to move a road, that's fine. It's not a big deal. It won't be too expensive to do, I don't think. So, yeah. Something that we can do after all of the seeding is completed. we will have to check. I tried to see whether the corn planter is a no-till planter, but it doesn't actually say. All of the others do, and that one doesn't, so it might just be an oversight, or it is not a no-till and we'll have to cultivate. And if we want to get a decent sized cultivator somewhere in the range of our plow, well, we're going to need a bigger tractor. We need 500 horsepower for that, so we'll have to see. Right, all of this seems to be done. That is filled with premium potatoes, and it's still got a bit of washed potatoes in it, so that needs to process. So this one I think is indeed empty. There we go, so we can turn that on. Yep, no washed potatoes in that one. And this one will start processing again because it has some washed potatoes in it. And then this one, same thing. Turn that on, and this will do its thing. There we go, unloading a bunch of potatoes in there. Beautiful. Very nice. This is cool though. I like this. This is quite fun to do. Right, in here I don't think we have much at all. Nope, not much at all. And this I think is empty. Right, so we will have to dump this out and grab another load, but I think we're going to do that in the next episode. So if this is all processed, and we'll turn that off, turn that off, and turn that off. Beautiful. So those ones will process, and the potatoes will just stay in there as they need to until we turn the conveyors back on. But that brings us to the end of today, and also the end of this episode. So yeah, we have got a brand new grass field, or what will eventually be a grass field. And we'll have a look at another one. As I say, I do have an idea for that, but we'll have to wait and see. But a pretty successful day. And if we have a quick look at our finances, we will make over $300,000 today, because we still have a couple of hours left and some of our placeables will bring in a bit of money. So we are at $291,000, and that is pretty freaking good. So property income was 24, our wool was 9, and then our crops with the eggs was almost $260,000. So that is apparently how you make about $300,000 in one single day. So yeah, pretty good, I would say. So we're on $441,000, and yeah, hopefully we can buy our corn equipment, and well, I hope we have a bit of money left so we can start building some new silos and sort of change that area over there. But that'll probably have to wait a few episodes because we have to get some crops in the ground. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.